The main event, however, was Chris Jericho versus Orange Cassidy. Love the idea of the $7,000 obligation match to pay for this increasingly orange suit jacket. It's got that old school vibe. Usually, I always thought, you introduce money into a match and it kind of takes away a bit of the mystique behind how much wrestlers earn. These WWE can never get it right. You are fined $10 million for punching a referee. Like, well, that's too much. Like, you're fined 500 quid for F5 in Shane McMahon. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Brock Lesnar? And I'm like, oh, that seems like too little. So, but this worked, I think. The match itself, though.
Yeah, I found it a bit of it was not as good as their first match, which I didn't think was like the great sort of blow away match that I thought it was going to be anyway. But this was, Cassidy was on top a lot of this. Jericho could not get out of the gates. He teased the tap out from the walls, kicked out of the code breaker. And then you got the spot where Jericho grabs Floyd the Bat and, tells Kyoto to turn away so you don't see me hitting this kid with the bat. Kyoto takes him off of him. Cassidy gets a series of near falls. We had some scuffles between Santana and Ortiz and the best friends. Hager interfered, but Cassidy still kicked out of that, ducked the Judas effect, and then sort of locked in the pin submission, but it didn't quite go to plan, and that was it. And the show literally just ended. Like, it was just like, and we're out of time, folks. It's Cassidy won. I was a bit underwhelmed by it.
Yeah. I thought Jericho looked bad in this. Particularly that finish. So I looked into it, and Cassidy's oh my god, I can't remember the name of. I was literally talking to you about it. Cassidy's pinning combination. Mousetrap. I think it's called a mousetrap pin. Where he rolls forward. Jonathan Gresham does fantastic videos on YouTube explaining these sorts of pinning combinations. And I watched one. I was like, okay, so that's the way you take it, by rolling forward. And Jericho just falls backwards. Yeah. And it completely flattened out the end of the match. He looked a bit blown up throughout, I thought. And again, I'm not someone who usually picks up on the quality of in-ring work. I'm too wrapped up in character and action and high spots, etc. So it's quite bad when I notice stuff.
I mean, there was a Fozzy gig on Saturday, mate. There's a lot of energy for that.
Well,
you've got to make Smash Mouth look good. Got to put them over.
Somebody. But yeah, I like the booking with the Mike Chioda stuff. To be honest, that's the bit I was most into. I was into Mike Chioda wrestling with what he was going to do for the rules. But overall, yeah, I thought Jericho let the team down a bit. Yeah. I don't know if that's because I was already a bit conditioned in being disappointed by Jericho's actions over the weekend. But yeah, I thought Jericho just didn't make me didn't redeem himself with this.
I think that for me, this feud has been great build and really, really great build to unfortunately not great matches. Like, it's all the segments I feel that they've done, that first segment, the showdown match where Jericho did the chicken cross the road shtick, and the debate last week I thought was great. But yeah, the matches haven't been brilliant. They've been okay.